Good. Thank you so much for being on with me today. I have a little bit, I don't know why I have this not in full screen here, but it is what it is for today. Thank you guys for being on with us. I get to do these calls once a week and get to connect with you guys. We had an amazing call with our Dow committee calls this last Thursday. Had some breakthroughs, I believe, on how we're moving the business forward, how we're pushing the Dow forward, building up our membership base, and so we got a lot of great things to be able to go through and talk about for the summer. We don't have any huge announcements for today. Okay, we got more of a training set up for today. We do have one small announcement towards the end of this, but very excited to be able to be on this call with you guys and to be able to um, just connect with you guys. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I want to kind of go through our training here. Um, you guys have heard me say this quite a bit, right? Know thyself. This is a principle that they taught me in the Marine Corps. 15 going on actually 20 years ago now. It's kind of crazy. 20 years ago, at the age of 18, when you start talking to an 18-year-old, and some of you guys might have teenagers in the home or have raised teenagers. Uh, you know, People are at that age, young adults, teenagers, we're looking for direction. We're looking to know where to take our lives. And even some of us today, right? Maybe some of us on this call, we might already be 30, 40, 50 years old, maybe older, and we're still looking for direction. We're still looking to find purpose in our life. We're looking to find out more about ourselves and find out more about how we can better our lives. And I think all of us are probably on this call today because we start to say, well, yeah, I am looking for that, right? I am looking for something better. I am looking for more. I am looking to better not my financial situation, but maybe my family relationships, maybe my marriage, maybe my profession, right? Whatever it may be. And so a lot of that starts with inward reflection, right? A lot of it starts with inward reflection and understanding that um, we're the ones that have control. I talked about this last week, right? We are the ones that have control of our lives. We have to recognize that we have that control. Now, um, it's not just about recognizing, it's not about just understanding ourselves. We have to take it a little bit further. And so knowing thyself, right? Knowing thyself, we automatically think, at least in the Marine Corps aspect of it, we start to think of weaknesses and strengths and limitations, right? We also think about, like I just talked about, purpose. And this type of philosophy, it goes back to, I don't want to say the beginning of time, right? But to to back to Apollo and Plato and all of these, ancient Greek, Roman times. And what we need to understand is there's a reason why people back in the ancient times as well were thinking about these things, right? And if you take that and you project it into the future and you project it into our culture and our society these days, you can see in this image that you see here, um, that really you have something going from back to the ancient times and even into the future in things with the matrix and things about technology. But knowing thyself is not just about knowing your weaknesses, not just about your limits, not just about your strengths and your purpose. Okay, it's about understanding your potential, right? Every single one of us that's on this call today, every single person that is on this call today, listening to this recording, a future member of iN8, we all have resonated with the message of what we're here to do. What iN8 is here to do is to change our lives. And that's what we're doing now. What I want to talk about for a few minutes is potential. We'll be talking about this throughout the presentation. Potential. What does potential mean to you? If there's anybody in the chat, anybody that's on the call right now that want to chime in, what does potential mean to you? Does anybody know how to define potential? Let me ask that question. Do you know how to define potential? What can be? Okay, that's a good one, Sarah. Thank you. What can be? Perfect. Anybody else? I'm gonna be quiet here, guys. I don't mind making it a little bit awkward here. Anybody else? What does potential mean to you? Goals. Okay, that's great. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that. Let's get one more in here. I want to see where your guys is what you're capable of doing and achieving. That's perfect. That's great, Miguel. All right. Sarah, let's see what Sarah said here. To me, potential means the capacity for growth, greatness, transformation that hasn't been fully realized yet, but absolutely can be. That's great, right? And that's exactly what potential is. Potential is having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. Okay. So each one of us sees potential. For example, you see potential in how many of us have kids, right? We see potential in our kids. We see, man, they might be great at math. They might be great at sports. They might be great at something. You're like, yeah, man, this kid has potential. He can become something in the future. And what ends up happening is a lot of times we forget about the potential that we have. And this is where we're going with iN8, guys. iN8 is to help people wake up, to remind them of the potential that they have inside of them, right? Potential and influence go together, right? At iN8, we want people to be able to wake up that infinite potential that they have inside of them, right? To be able to help them and support them into the person that they should become or develop into. Now, that potential doesn't mean, just because you have potential doesn't mean you're going to be the best. It doesn't mean you're going to achieve what other people might see in you, right? You need to become or develop into this potential. Now, how do we develop into potential? How do we make something become into existence, right? A lot of times, and this is where people do not like this, okay? If you have potential, if you have somebody that sees potential, you have a kid that has potential, right? Maybe you think, man, my kid has a great arm. He could be a pitcher in the Major League Baseball. Man, my kid is great at soccer. Man, he's gonna be the next Messi. He's gonna be the next Ronaldo. He's gonna be the next, football player, Tom Brady. Well, what happens if you just let that kid sit inside and watch TV all day long? What happens if you just let him sit inside and play video games or the VR all day long? What happens to that potential? Where does that potential go? It's difficult, right, to help people, help a child realize their potential. But what we have to understand is we are children in this business arena. We are children of God. We are children of a divine entity, a divine being, and realizing our potential is just as difficult, right? Because we are afraid. We want to stay in our comfort zone, just like your kid wants to stay inside watching TV and playing video games. Maybe he's playing FIFA on the Xbox. Maybe he's playing, I don't know what other games are out there, but he's playing sports on the screen. But man, he has an arm, he has a kick, he has a punch that could be the next Tom Brady, the next Messi. But it's easier to sit in the couch and play on that video game than it is to be out at the park throwing the ball around, running laps, getting conditioning in, lifting weights. It's just easier, okay? It's just easier to stay at home and do nothing. It's just easier for us not to talk to people. It's just easier for us not to sign up on a tech stack pack. It's just easier for us not to be on the call. And I congratulate every single one of you guys on the call today. I love it. It's a Saturday morning. You guys have, could be doing plenty of other things, but you guys are investing in your potential. Okay. And that is what we're doing at iN8. Okay. That's what we're doing at iN8 is helping people realize their potential. So why innate, right? Why innate is when I started to put this together. If you guys go Google, search up the definition of innate, okay? Basically, in the definition, the way that I sum it up is innate is the things, the talents, the gifts that God has given us, that our divine power, that our Father in heaven has given us. And it also, in the philosophy of innate, okay, since we're talking about philosophy, we're talking about, Plato and Apollo and all these old guys. When we start talking about the philosophy innate, innate, it means originating in the mind. And I thought, wow, that is absolutely amazing, because everything that we create in our lives is first created in our mind, and then it's created in our reality. So innate takes us back again to that inward reflection of knowing ourselves and knowing our potential and feeling our potential. But the first step is having it in your mind. The second is realizing it in the world. And that's where a lot of people get stuck, is they have potential, but how do you now realize that into the world? And why innate in the world, in the way that we've taken it? Because that's who we are. I felt that we are going to gather a group of people from all around the world that are going to resonate with this message, that are in a search for freedom, they're in search for more, they want more out of life, and they deserve, and you deserve more out of life, because it's who we are, it's who we are. We're given these innate rights. But guess what? Life starts to take them away from us. Life starts to beat us up. Life starts to jab us in the face. It puts us in an armbar. It takes us down, and we do not know how to get back up. And what happens is we don't have people in our corner backing us up, encouraging us. And we just start to go through life, and we start to realize that we're not making decisions for our purpose anymore, for our potential anymore. We're making decisions to survive. And that is not good, guys. That's not what we need to become as a human race, as the legacy of our family, as, the patriarch, the matriarch of your family, because we deserve more, because we've been given more. But it's our job in this reality, in this world, to realize, okay, that potential. What do I mean by that term, realize potential? Bring it into reality. The realization of your potential is first in your mind, and then creating it in reality. Because what we are capable of, we can create our own realities, right? We create what we want. And the life that you have right now, you have created it. That's just the way it is. So if you're in a great life right now, you're able to travel around the world and do all the things that you want to do, guess what? Congratulations. You got yourself there. Nobody else got you there, right? But at the same time, is if we're not in a place that we want to, our finances are not in a place that we want them to be, our relationships are not in a place we want them to be, our profession is not in a place we want it to be, well, guess what? We have the power to change that, because we create our own realities, right? And we can make a decision. That's why I start off every single overview. One decision can change your life. But what happens is, a lot of people, they get motivated. They might get on this call, and they get motivated to change their lives. But what really happens is they get motivated for a few minutes, a few hours, a few days. But that motivation is not long lasting, right? And so, how do we create change into our realities? Repetition. There's really three ways, okay? Repetition is the one that the average person knows and does. Repetition, consistency, perseverance, all of those things, right? All of those things get grouped up into one. What happens when we create repetition? What happens when we do things repetitively? What happens when we practice, when we take that kid out every single day and we have him throwing down to the catcher an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day? It creates habits. And those habits create your future. Those habits create your reality. That's one way. The other way, the other two ways, and I use all three of them. If you're only using one, and if I don't have this on a slide anywhere or anything like that, so I'm hoping you guys are taking notes. But how do you create your own reality? Repetition, which create habits. Okay. And that's kind of the key right there. This is where most people fail, fail or succeed. You create good habits or you create bad habits. Okay. You create success or you create an addiction. Which one do you want? Both of them are habits. You can create successful habits or you can create bad habits. Which one of those do you want? Okay. Now, the other two ways are a little bit more intense. They require a lot more study, but it's meditation. Meditation has been one of the tools that's helped me create more dreams come true than anything. Okay. And is the last one is something that my wife has done. It's something that I've done these sessions with other therapists, but hypnotherapy, right? Getting yourself hypnotized, guys. And I'm not saying I can't hypnotize you, and people might think that sounds crazy, right? But if you need a guiding hand, what I'd recommend is find a success coach, a success hypnotherapist coach. The great thing about this is it does not require a lot of sessions. You can have a breakthrough session in 1, 2, 3 sessions if you're really looking for that change. Okay. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a tangent with this, guys, but I want you guys at the end of this training, how do I create my reality? Number one, repetition. Most of you guys are going to go that way. Repetition, repetition, repetition. But if you need more help than that, go into the study of meditation. But what happens from there is most people start to say, man, I don't know how to meditate. I can't clear my mind. Okay. If you can't get into that, what I do is an assisted hypnotherapy trance session. It is absolutely life changing. It helped me. I'll tell you guys this. It helped me build my last business from zero to hundreds of millions. And I probably didn't even realize it till I'm saying it now, right? But it absolutely is life changing because at the end of the day, guys, we all need to be successful together. I need you guys as much as you guys need me. I need to be a visionary. We need to build a community together. This DAO goes nowhere if we do not have people. We need this. We need these Saturday trainings. We need these Wednesday trainings to go from 30 people to 300 people to 3,000 people as quickly as we can. People ask me all the time, Joe, why are things moving so slow? I am only one person. We built this as a DAO because it's a community based build. We need to build it together, and that's the message I gave to the DAO committee this week, and that's the message I want to give you guys today. Is we are stronger together. We can move mountains together. We can achieve greatness together, but it has to be that together. I cannot do it myself. You cannot do it yourself. Every single person has to pick up that shovel and start scooping. And guess what? We'll move that mountain. We'll create this company. We'll create the first ever decentralized technology company. But I can't do it myself. We need to do it together. And that's my core message for you guys today. How do we achieve building this together? Well, one, we got to go and know ourselves. We got to realize our potential first in our mind and then in reality. And if we need help creating our reality, we need to create habits through repetition. We need to meditate. And if you need help, find a therapist. And it's not a talk therapist. There's all kinds. I would highly recommend you guys look into a hypnotherapist. it is probably one of the most life-changing things you can go through. Okay. Um, Now, how do we do this? Now we're kind of switching gears a little bit. We're going from the human aspect to our business aspect, right? We can create a better future. We're doing this together. Every single one of you guys is on this call right now because you guys have seen, wow, this business has potential. This business has potential. The model has potential. All of you guys, I think, would agree with me. Let me know in the chat box if you agree with me. You guys have bought a server, you bought NFTs, you bought DAO seats, whatever it was, because you're like, man, that actually is a good idea. That has potential to go somewhere. But again, potential not realized is wasted, right? In order for us to take this business to the next level, we need to get off the couch and start doing the things we need to do. And some of us might not be motivated. Some of us might not want to do it. Some of us might have lost faith. Some of us might have lost belief. But guess what? The model's better than it's ever been. We're further along than we were a year ago. We have more tools. We have more technology. We have more team. What we need, guys, right now is community. I think Jason said this. Jason said this on our DAO committee call, and I'm kind of paraphrasing him here. But what it made me think about was Michael Dell. If you guys know who Michael Dell is, founder of Dell Computers, he created, or he talked about back in the 90s. They're called the 3 C's of Michael Dell, and I'm probably modifying them a little bit here for us, but the 3 C's. What do we need as a DAO to build this into the future? Number one, I'm going to leave this one, number one and most important, but I'm going to leave it for last. So I'm going to go to number two, commerce. We need to have a product to sell. We have that, guys. We have the tech stacks. We have our CloudX NFTs. We have our DAO seats. We have a product that's innovative that every single person on this call has bought. The commerce is there. We've done millions and millions and millions of dollars in sales because we have product and potential commerce. Okay. Number three is compensation. The compensation model through our rewards program, through direct sales, whatever you may want to call it. Okay. It is there. We have people making thousands and thousands, and in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars a month selling our products. So commerce and compensation. The last one, which is actually number one, is community. We need a community of people in order to make this DAO work. That's just the way it is. That is what we need. We need a community of people. Those are our 3 C's: community, commerce, compensation. That's what we need right now, guys, is that. We need to be able to shift that power. Look what's going on in the world, right? Look what's going on. There's data breaches all over the place. There's people looking for privacy. There's people looking for security. There's people looking for what we have. There's people that have been hacked on this platform. There's people that have been breached, that have their data out there, that no longer trust big tech. We have an opportunity there. We can start to shift that power. We can start to shift it. Big tech is laying off people left and right. You see it. Tens of thousands of people have lost their jobs this year. Maybe even hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs from big tech firms like Apple and Google and Cash App and Block and all of these things. They're laying off people left and right. You don't think they're hurting right now? You don't think they're looking for something to do? You don't think they're looking for a way to realize their potential? They are. And when we do this, when we do help these people, we achieve the innate way, right? People will own their data. They'll be able to earn from the time that they spend online. They'll have money and time to live the life that they want, right? That's the end goal right there. Is we are doing this, yes, to help people. We're doing this, yes, to monetize our data. Yes, we want to make money. But at the end of the day, money is a means to the end. Money is a means to the end. What is the end? Always have your end in mind. Mine is to be able to spend more and more time with my kids at their activities, at their games, in their sports, to help them develop into to realize their potential and to be the best human being that they possibly can. To be the best dad, to be the best mom, to be the best brother, sister, and son of God that they can, or child of God that they can be. That's what I want to achieve. Now, all of this, guys, is what makes our platform great, right? All of the content we're putting together, all of the community we're putting together, all the compensation we've put together, and we want to invite every single one of you guys to download our iN8 social app. Get on there. That's where all of the content that we're putting out on NFTs, on blockchain, in the future on AI, personal development content like this. That's where this is being shared. Okay, that's where this is being shared. Make sure you guys download it. You guys have access to it. Log in with your dashboard credentials. Everybody, every single member of our community has access to this. This is different from our down member app. This is actually where our social content is, our community content is. Make sure you guys go get that. Now, moving into more reminders here and announcements. We do have our DAO committee open for applications. If any of you guys want to serve on our committee, okay, make sure you guys go out there, fill out the application, and get involved with us on the governance of our DAO. Okay. Now, talking about our iN8 social app, like I said, our iN8 social app is an ability for people around the world of every walk, age, race, walk, nation to be able to get involved in our company. Now, the great thing about this, it is a social app. So it does have some aspects of like social media to it. Okay. Um, the great thing though is what we do is we do something called engage to earn, or play to earn, if you will. You can earn points for posting. You can earn points when you engage. You can earn points when people engage with you. Then you can turn those points into iN8 tokens. Okay. So this is another way for you to accumulate tokens outside of your DAO seat, outside of your CloudX NFT. And guess what? It's included for people that want to get involved. We'll have this a la carte here soon for about $29 a month, $30 a month. They'll be able to go out there and accumulate, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, hundreds of dollars a month in token just by engaging and earning in our platform. So, guys, we need to be the example. We need to be a product of the product. We need you guys. We need your feedback. What I'm asking for more than anything, guys, is go download the app, log into the app, engage in the app, and start utilizing the app to see kind of how it works. Then we'll do a training on it. We'll get you guys on the next steps, because what we need to do is we need to take this message to the world. Imagine there's an app out there that pays you for your social media content. That's what iN8 Social is. Okay. That's what iN8 Social is. And if we can make this product successful, all of these products are built on CloudX. As we build this product up, it pays our CloudX, it pays our token, it pays everything. So we all need to work together. We all need to link arms together and build this together. Okay. As well, guys, May 31st, so next Saturday call, we will be doing our announcements for our top creator promo, where we're giving away up to $500 a week in cash prizes. Okay. Now, last thing that I have here that we're going to end up closing this call with, it is Memorial Day. It is the start of summer. Okay. It's also an amazing time for me. It's also my birthday week coming up. So excited. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to offer and kick our summer off the right way. I know some of us, I have kids, 3 kids at home now. You're going to see kids when I'm doing calls. They're going to come hang on me and talk to me and stuff like that. We're offering right now a Memorial Day sale, 40% off our ambassador seats and 40% off our CloudX NFTs. That will be starting this weekend, okay? This weekend. So if you have people that have been on the fence, this is a phenomenal way to be able to get them off the fence. There's a short-term sale going on. make sure you get or they get your ambassador seat, your CloudX NFT, top off your inventory if you need to. That sale is going on starting this weekend. We will send a notification out when all the pricing is adjusted. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much. I want to remind everybody we have our Spanish call in about 30 minutes. Thank you guys so much for being on with us today. Phenomenal call. Thank you guys. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Talk soon, guys.